Shakur Stevenson's relentless pursuit of a fight with Gervonta "Tank" Davis is reaching a boiling point. But is it confidence or desperation? With his title defense against Lamont Roach just around the corner, Stevenson is already looking past his opponent and fixating on Tank, one of boxing's biggest superstars. But here's the problem. While Tank Davis is known for his electrifying knockouts and star power, Stevenson's recent performances have been far from spectacular. His strategic, defense-first approach has kept him undefeated, but hasn't won over fans who crave action-packed fights. If Stevenson truly believes he's better than Tank, he'll need to prove it in the ring, not just with words. Right now, the boxing world is questioning whether he genuinely wants to test himself against the best, or if he's just chasing a lucrative payday before his stock drops. Meanwhile, Tank Davis isn't exactly rushing to entertain Stevenson's challenge. As the undisputed fan favorite in the lightweight division, he has options, and plenty of them. He could set up a blockbuster showdown with Devin Haney, take on Vasily Lomachenko, or even step up for a high-profile crossover fight. With so many possibilities on the table, why should he waste time on Stevenson, who hasn't delivered a must-watch performance since moving to 135 pounds? If Stevenson truly wants to force Tank's hand, he'll need to put on a statement-making performance against Roach. Something brutal, something explosive, something that makes the world demand a fight between the two. Because right now, his constant call-outs aren't making him look like the next big thing. They're making him look like a fighter running out of options. Shakur Stevenson is making his intentions crystal clear. He wants a fight with Gervonta "Tank" Davis next. But the real question is whether he will get that opportunity. With his WBA lightweight title defense against Lamont Roach set for Saturday, March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, Stevenson views this fight as a crucial step toward securing a showdown with Tank. However, critics argue that his constant public call-outs of Davis make him look desperate, as if he's chasing a big payday rather than proving himself as the true king of the division. Some believe Stevenson is relying too much on Tank's massive star power to elevate his own career instead of building his own legacy. While Stevenson insists that his superior technical skills give him the edge over Davis, others question whether he has truly tested himself against the best at 135 pounds. The lightweight division is stacked with talent, yet Stevenson has yet to face the toughest challenges it has to offer, leading many to doubt if he is truly ready for a fight of this magnitude. Despite Stevenson's determination, skepticism remains high within the boxing world regarding his chances of beating Tank Davis. His last few fights, including a knockout victory over Josh Padley and a decision win against Artem Harutyunyan, were far from career-defining moments. Critics argue that those opponents weren't top-tier contenders, making it difficult to justify Stevenson's claims that he deserves a fight with one of boxing's biggest stars. Even more concerning was his performance against Edwin de los Santos, where he struggled to dominate and left many wondering if he is as elite as he claims. Additionally, Stevenson's lack of knockout power at 135 pounds and concerns about his durability raise further doubts. His hands have been prone to injuries since moving up in weight, making some question whether he can handle the relentless pressure and explosiveness of a fighter like Davis. Meanwhile, Tank has stayed focused on his own career, showing little interest in Stevenson's persistent call-outs. While Stevenson continues to push for the fight, many believe he must first prove himself against higher-level opposition before he can truly earn a shot at Davis. As fight night approaches, all eyes will be on Stevenson to see if he delivers a performance that forces Tank to take notice, or if he is simply setting himself up for disappointment. While Stevenson remains confident in his abilities, his approach to securing a fight with Tank Davis has sparked debates among fans and analysts. Some view his constant call-outs as strategic, a way to build hype and pressure Davis into accepting the fight. Others, however, see it as an act of desperation, signaling that Stevenson knows he lacks the star power to command such a high-profile bout on his own. Unlike Tank, who has consistently faced strong opposition and maintained his knockout reputation, Stevenson has yet to deliver a truly dominant performance that would make him an undeniable contender. If he wants Davis to take him seriously, he must prove that he can handle elite competition instead of just talking about it. One major hurdle Stevenson faces is the perception that his fighting style isn't suited for mainstream appeal. While he is undeniably skilled, his defensive, hit-and-don't-get-hit approach lacks the explosive knockouts and aggressive action that fans love. In contrast, Tank Davis has built a reputation as one of boxing's most exciting finishers, delivering highlight reel knockouts that leave audiences buzzing. Stevenson's calculated style might be effective in winning fights, but it hasn't won over fans in the same way. This difference in entertainment value could make it difficult for him to convince promoters and networks that a fight with Davis would be a blockbuster event. If Stevenson truly wants this fight, he may need to adjust his approach, either by delivering more thrilling performances or accepting that he has to wait for his shot. Adding to Stevenson's challenge is the fact that Tank Davis has no shortage of options. As one of boxing's biggest stars, Davis can pick and choose his opponents, and he may see bigger financial opportunities elsewhere. Fighters like Devin Haney, Vasily Lomachenko, and even potential crossover bouts offer intriguing matchups that could generate massive pay-per-view sales. If Stevenson fails to deliver a spectacular performance against Roach, he risks being overlooked entirely. To make himself the undeniable next challenger, he must not only win, but do so in a way that makes fans demand a fight with Davis. Anything less, and he might find himself stuck in the background while Tank continues his rise. Ultimately, the pressure is on Stevenson to prove he belongs at the top of the lightweight division. His upcoming fight against Roach isn't just about defending his title. It's about sending a message to the boxing world that he's ready for the biggest stage. If he can dominate in a way that captures attention, his calls for a Davis showdown may finally be taken seriously. But if he delivers another lackluster performance, the narrative of him being all talk and no action will only grow stronger. Stevenson has the talent, but whether he has the star power and fighting style to secure the Tank Davis fight remains to be seen.